Hi, I'm David from swimmingpoollearning.com. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about using PoolRx on your pool route. PoolRx mineral technology will allow you to use less trichlor tablets on your pool route. It'll also eliminate all algae in the pools that you're servicing. And the PoolRx contains a proprietary blend of minerals that continuously and effectively will eliminate algae in your pool. One of the nice things about the PoolRx unit is that it also will destroy the microalgae in a pool. This is algae that you can't even see. Since the PoolRx is eliminating all algae in the pool, this will free up the chlorine to be more effective in your pool. Therefore, you can use 50% less chlorine in the pool. This translates into using about half as many tablets in your service accounts as you normally would use. So how the PoolRx unit works, once you put it in the skimmer or pump basket, the minerals in the PoolRx will dissolve into the water. This will allow the PoolRx to work and kill the algae in your pool. The PoolRx unit will last up to 6 months in most pools. And since the PoolRx unit is killing all the algae in the pool and making the chlorine more effective, you only need a 0.5 to 1 part per million residual of chlorine in your pool. And if you have a saltwater generator, the PoolRx will allow you to reduce the salt output on your generator. This will extend the life of your salt cell. It will also keep the pH from rising constantly in your pool. Since you're lowering the output of the saltwater generator, that means it's going to be off more than it's going to be running. And this will also help control the pH and the scale on the cell, as well as extending the life of the salt cell. And since the trichlor tablet is over 50% cyanuric acid, by reducing the amount of trichlor tablets you use in the pool, you also will reduce the amount of cyanuric acid you're adding to the water. This will extend the life of the water. So this will eliminate a lot of partial or full drains of pools, since you're not adding a large amount of cyanuric acid into the pool by overusing the 3-inch trichlor tablets. So if you have a pool service route and you're trying to reduce the amount of trichlor tablets that you're using in your service accounts, the PoolRx will definitely be a great tool, and it's highly effective again in eliminating algae and enhancing the chlorine. And so by selling the PoolRx to your customers, you're going to save 20 to 30% on your chemical costs. This will reduce your operating expenses and increase your profits. And there are a couple ways to sell the PoolRx to your customer. You can charge them just the cost of the unit that you paid. Since it's saving you 20 to 30% on your chemical usage on your pool route, you can pass that savings along to your customer. For me, I think it's easier to sell the PoolRx unit to your customers at the cost you pay. Since you're saving 20 or 30% on the chemicals that you're going to use on their pool, it's fine to pass on that savings to the customer. Also, they're going to actually save money for purchasing it from you directly rather than a pool store or online. And I think the best way to sell the PoolRx to your customers is to let them know that the water quality will be dramatically improved. Since the PoolRx eliminates all algae in the pool, they're not going to have any problems with algae in the pool. And nobody likes swimming in a pool with a lot of chlorine in it. Let them know also that you can reduce the amount of chlorine being used in your pool with the PoolRx unit in there. And since you're not adding a lot of trichlor tablets to the pool, the cyanuric acid level will not be rising as much. This will mean that you won't have to drain or partially drain their pool as often. And if they have a saltwater generator, let the customer know that it's actually paying for itself. The fact that you can reduce the salt cell output means that the salt cell will last a lot longer. Bottom line, adding the PoolRx to your service accounts will definitely enhance the chlorine in the pools, eliminating algae. This will save you time out there. You're not going to be spending a lot of time brushing pools that have algae or treating the pools with algae. You're also going to save money by not having to put a lot of chlorine products into a pool on your service route. And this will also eliminate the need for you to add phosphate removers and algicides on the pools on your route, thereby saving you and your customers money. And for me, I think the #1 benefit of using the PoolRx on your service accounts is that it will reduce your reliance on 3-inch trichlor tablets. So PoolRx is very easy to use and is also very easy to sell to the customers on your pool route. It will also reduce the amount of chemicals you're going to use week to week, thereby increasing the profit of your business. And I hope you found this video helpful. Tune in to part 2 where I talk about installation, sizing, and some cautions. Pool Service Pro, open a Leslie's wholesale account today and receive wholesale pricing on products you use every day. Leslie's Pool Supply offers convenient locations that are open 7 days a week. Another great benefit of opening a Leslie's wholesale account is Leslie's referral program. Get referred to a customer looking for weekly pool service. Also receive priority service, enhanced rebate programs, a discount on your general liability insurance through SPA, a discount on your pool routing software through Skimmer, and an opportunity to co-brand with Leslie's on your social media, website, truck, and more. Save time and money and grow your pool service route and become a Leslie's Pro.